Thank you very much. At this point, I want to thank the sponsors for the last time. The silver sponsors are the companies Acheon Acti and Aribatec Marine. The event sponsors are GMCG and Palau International Ship Registry. The welcome coffee sponsors were Synergy and United Marine. During the breaks, we will have the coffee break sponsor is the company Combijet, while at the end of the conference lunch sponsor is the company eGlasgow International. Further sponsor are Navigator and supporters Cyprus Marine Club, Helmepa, Stella, Samitec, ESG International, and the Pachellenic Ship Suppliers and Exporters Association. The communication partners are Meso Strategic and the Business Event Calendar. The forum is under the aspects of the Propeller Club and supported by Helmepa, Stella, Samitec, and Cyprus Marine Club. Now, I will call on the stage for the charity ceremony Mrs. Stella Violari, editor of CSN.
Kalispera. Good afternoon. This is the time of the day that we do our part towards a good cause with the charity ceremony. For each conference, a charity sponsor is selected who contributes a significant amount to the charity foundation of its preference. CSN's conferences support always a charity foundation, and over a period of last year, the Cyprus and Greek shipping community donated more than 35,000 euro to charity foundations, mainly for children with disabilities or sicknesses in Athens and Limassol, instead of paying entrance fee to our conferences. For today's conference, the charity sponsor is BSM Hellas, and the charity foundation is ELPIDA. I would like to kindly ask Mrs. Georgiou from BSM Hellas and Mrs. Georgina Ellina from ELPIDA to join me on the stage for a small ceremony of handing out the amounts received. Zoimu, some words?
Thank you. Thank you, Stella. Thank you, Adonis and CSN, for such an informative conference, hosting more than 20 remarkable keynote speakers, sharing their expertise on supply chain and vessel performance topics. Well done, you are all great. Now, we, as BSM Hellas, are proud to make a contribution to an organization of huge significance like ELPIDA. The ELPIDA Association of Friends of Children with Cancer was founded in 1990 by a group of aspiring women and Mrs. Vardinogiannis as its president. ELPIDA has a strong record in supporting children with cancer and their families, while some of their magnificent achievements were: first, the creation of the first pediatric bone marrow transplant unit in Greece in 1992, the first guest house hosting children suffering from cancer and their families in 1999, of course, the first pediatric oncology hospital in Athens in 2010. Another significant establishment is the Vision of Hope Foundation, formed in 2012. Last, the Center for Cell and Gene Therapy, which was established in 2020. ELPIDA Association has received several high honorary distinctions for their work from the Greek state and other countries. They have received more than 110 medals and honorary titles, all of them indicators of national and international recognition. We could not be anything but touched and inspired by the remarkable work of this association, bringing medical help and miracle, support and strength to families that suffer. I have stood next to such a family who experienced this dreadful loss myself, and I was deeply moved by the actions of ELPIDA Association. We wish ELPIDA to keep up this amazing work that brings hope to the little smiley faces that need it the most, and we encourage everyone to support ELPIDA in any way available to you. To wrap up with a very significant quote mentioned by Aesopus, No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. So please feel free to donate today or whenever you feel you deem necessary. Thank you very much. Thank you, ELPIDA. Thank you.
Dear organizers of the first CSN Greece Maritime Supply Chain and Vessel Performance Forum, dear participants and speakers, ladies and gentlemen, it is such an honor for all of us at ELPIDA Association of Friends of Children with Cancer to be part of this unique forum that brings together the major representatives of the Greek shipping community. Your touching thought to support our little heroes is greatly valued and appreciated. On behalf of our president, Mrs. Christiana Vardinogiannis, and the board of directors of our association, we would like to wholeheartedly thank Cyprus Shipping News and its managing director, Mr. Adonis Violaris, as well as Mrs. Stella Violaris, the charity ambassador of CSN. A special thank you to BSM and Mrs. Zoe Georgiou Lukaku for the generosity and kind donation as charity sponsors of the event, and of course, thank you to each one of the companies who embraced ELPIDA. You all give us strength and courage to continue our efforts for a better world for children with cancer. Thank you all for your support.
Closing. I'm almost cried with what you said, Zoe. I didn't knew about this. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you all for being here today and for your continuous support and commitment to Cyprus Shipping News. We mentioned before the human element, and our next conference in Athens in May, it's on crewing. It's about our seafarers and those that they are behind the scenes of what is coming to our homes. So, Stadanai? Yes. And this is giving me also the opportunity to thank, in addition, Stavros Niarchos, Katsera Foundation Center, for the excellent place we are hosting our conferences, as well as Blue Screen, Yannis. You did, again, an excellent job. Thank you very much. Dipnosophisterion for coffee breaks and the lunch that we will be having in a while. And not forget my team, the Cyprus Shipping News team, that are organizing this, and they are all working behind the scenes of what you see today. I don't want to forget the sponsors. You mentioned them so many times today, so there is that I think it's enough. But I would like now to say that we are going for lunch, and it is sponsored by In Glasgow International. Thank you very much for being here today. Thank you. Thank you.